Hi everyone, this is Kat of Catalyst Holistic Life Coaching, bringing your life in alignment with you. I'm here today to do your reading for the new moon that we had in Taurus on April 22nd. So just a few days ago, you may still be feeling the shift in this energy. And as I was sitting with the cards, trying to kind of meditate on what the message could be coming forward, I was really feeling that kind of like Taurus, like sensual energy of just really enjoying and indulging in things, whether it be food or you're actually feeling like abundant money wise, or you're just overall feeling like really creative, like just tapping into that sense and manifesting it forward. So I'm working with the Moonology deck. The first card, just talking about what new moon in Taurus represents, is prosperity lies ahead. So we're moving into, the new moon is like the start. So we're building up to what's coming. And Taurus is a very like practical, slow moving sign. It's earth energy. So it gets things done, but it's not this just going to be immediate thing. Like it's going to be practical, which is good. You want to feel into what works and what doesn't work for you. So moving into more of this abundant phase, I feel like, for some of us. So I have a couple tarot cards kind of for the overall energy. We'll move into our moon cards and then some goddess energy to help us for this cycle until the full moon. Okay, so first tarot card, I'm using the Wild Unknown Tarot. We have the Tower in the reverse. So I feel like this is saying there's some deep internal change going on. There is a sudden shift. I have definitely felt this within myself where it just felt like something clicked and I was just ready to like make these changes and start moving into something more fulfilling. I could see it maybe having to do with, we just shifted sun sign into Taurus as well. So now we're in Taurus season. So that could have been the shift. But also just this kind of like we've been really turning inwards over the last few weeks with all of this going on. Most of us have been out of work and social distancing. So now what's going on inside? What has like sparked this change? So, and this is also a fall, like the falling tower. Something that was once long standing is now being toppled over. With it in the reverse, this is speaking more internally, I feel. Old ideas and beliefs. There could maybe be, I feel like this is something that is more of like a conscious decision. Instead of something happening outside of you to make you do this, you are choosing this for yourself. You are wanting to make these changes. You don't want to keep going by this old paradigm anymore. You want something different. Because next we have this one. Okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse as well. So this normally has to do with grief and feeling like we've lost something, we're really lacking, that we're like, we don't have abundance, that we're poor, and so we're not wanting to feel this way anymore. We're taking in stock of what we do have. We're not accepting this idea of what we think is grand and glorious. We have this new idea of what's actually nurturing to us, because this is, this wasn't something that was nurtured. This was something that was depleting our energy, and we don't want that anymore. We want something that's going to be stronger and build us up. Okay, so our first card represents what is rising up, and this is for the collective. It may or may not resonate with you at this time, but just paying attention to anything that does come up. So the first card represents what's rising up, the full moon, surrendering to the divine. So surrendering to these changes. A lot of this situation has called on us to be surrendering, but Taurus is also a very feminine sign. It is ruled by Venus, the ultimate feminine. So letting go of something, letting go of these old beliefs, these old patterns, completely surrendering. You may know I feel like there's a resistance still. Like this is a really, really hard decision, whatever it is that you're letting go of. For some of you, like you're not trusting this surrender. But you know that you do know what you have to do. You do know what's kind of holding you in this like past pattern, this like sense of lack. So yeah, it's almost like I don't want to speak, like I don't want to do it. It seems like really impossible. But that resistance is coming up for a reason. It's trying to teach you what you're attached to. Why are you so attached to this thing if it's not nourishing you? What message is it trying to fulfill? So feeling into that resistance, whatever that is that's rising up in you, this resistance to change, sit with that for a moment and see what it is you're resisting and why. Why would it be so bad to let this happen? Okay, so the second card represents the main message of this new moon. We have the balsamic moon, a time for healing. So our abundance and our health and our wealth comes from within. It's not something that we have to go searching for externally. So for it to happen, we have to do the inner work. And I talked about this in my weekly guidance video. This came up a lot, is that self-love. We are actually wanting to put in the work for this healing. And maybe that's this resistance is because we know there's a lot there still. Maybe we're kind of frustrated because we thought we should be over this by now. We've been trying to do work on this for so long, and for some reason it's still here, but maybe it just wasn't the right time. And now we do have this opportunity. Now is the time for healing. Now is the time to be self-loving and nurturing and accept our own prosperity, that we have our own gifts to bring out into the world. All right. So next we have, or the final outcome card, is the full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. Yeah, so this is the full moon. Coming up in 2 weeks is going to be our full moon in Scorpio. And this is all about to do with that shadow work, to do with, Scorpio isn't conventional. It wants to get to the root of the problem. It wants to make you feel really uncomfortable and kind of poke you in the sides a little bit. It's like the nicest way I can put it. They, no matter how dark or how uncomfortable it is, they want to be right there in it. So this is going to be a month for transforming that, for releasing your blocks towards your abundance and the prosperity that you think you may not deserve. This is going to be realizing that power and taking back your emotional power, like really actually healing from whatever has been ailing you over, I'd say, the last couple years. Yeah, since 2016. I heard that for some of you. Whatever was going on at that time. It's kind of, for me personally, it's kind of been one thing after the other, and I haven't had the opportunity to sit and deal with it because there was so much going on. Now it's like, nope, we got to deal with this. It's time to keep moving forward. So if that resonates with you, however that came up, we're going to be releasing these old emotional patterns. Okay? So moving into, we have 3 God. Oh, no, we have 4. That's right. There was one that really wanted to come out. So, all right. So our first goddess we have is Danu of Assurance. So even though you may not see the picture clearly, even if it seems like you're kind of in this despair, like, how do I move forward from this? You are assured that prosperity lies ahead. There's this little seedling, there's this little growth, and it takes time. You have to plant this seed first. The new moon is a good time to plant your intentions and your seeds and watch it grow. Actually pay attention to how it's shifting for you. Like, surrender to what's happening. Let it happen the way that it needs to, but observe and be with it. And the more you're actually with it, the more you can experience and understand what is really going on with you and how you can change, so that each cycle you're getting stronger and stronger each time you plant a new seed. But this could be something I feel like we're going to be working on through most of the year. Yeah, because we have a lot of retrograde energy coming up in the next few months. So I think through the summertime, this is something that is going to keep coming up. All right, next we have is Bridget, or the creative spark. So yeah, this could be that spark, that inner change that you've been waiting for. You've been waiting for inspiration. You've been waiting to make these changes and you just did not know how. And now you feel it. For whatever reason, you're feeling it coming up. Don't run away from it. Just surrender to what's happening. And it doesn't have to be in the way that you think it is. Like, just feel through it. Feel through it. And when you find your path, when you find what needs to be shifted, you can also take action in being practical. You don't want to let this overrun you emotionally. It's balancing the two sides. It's creating your world, using the creative powers that you have, your emotions, but also doing the work to physically manifest it as well. Okay, so next we have Yostra, of new beginnings, in alignment. So when the goddesses are in reverse, they're asking you to align with their energy. So obviously, in the name, this is the goddess of Easter, spring, new beginnings. I feel like this is speaking to that resistance of holding on to old patterns, old emotions, old people. Maybe there are people you have to let go of, and that's why you're really not wanting to do it, because you think you need these people, whether it's relationships or family. It could be just their beliefs that you have to let go of. You may not have to, if they're toxic, if they are really negative to you, you should let them go. You should let them not be influencing your life when you're doing so much healing and change. But if they're really unaware of what they're doing, but they're still like loving and supportive, conversing with them, talking with them about what process you're going through, see if they're open to it. If they're not, like, then that's just your personal work to work through. It has nothing to do with them. Okay? But allowing these new beginnings to happen, we did just move into spring season. Allowing this inner change, making space for the new is something else I hear too. All right, and our last goddess that really wanted to come out is Epona, or wise leadership. Epona was like the goddess of horses and forward movement. And so the wise leadership, taking charge of your life, taking charge. I feel like this is really speaking in like the magician energy that I had earlier before, where it's like taking your life back, taking your power back, making that change for yourself, realizing how powerful you are. But this is also about, maybe there are some people like you are working through karmically, that you are having to do this growth, and be kind of a example of something. Maybe some of you have children that you're working with. Maybe you're new parents, or you've had struggles with being a parent, and that can also kind of have to do with this like Taurian, like emotional energy. You are having to make an example of how you want to show yourself into the world. So you maybe have children looking to you, or other people in your life who are looking to you to be strong. So this is saying to really be strong for yourself and not lose yourself completely in like these emotions, these dark emotions, not just attributing that to that's all you are. You also have this extreme light energy. You have this power within you, and you're maybe recognizing this now. And that's what this new beginning is you are really being called to step into your leadership, whatever way that resonates for you. Okay. I don't think I have anything else to say about that. I think that's it. Okay. Yeah. All right. Super powerful moon, you guys. Super powerful cycle. I'm really intrigued to see how this starts to shift and manifest for everyone. If this really resonated with you today, feel free to share it or comment. I love to hear your stories. If you feel inspired to tip or donate to my business, I will include the cash links below in the description. Otherwise, I think that is it for today. So I will be back for your full moon reading. So I also think I'm going to do a Zoom like full moon gathering as well. I don't think anyone will really be open. So I would really like to do that to still facilitate my full moon gatherings for people. So if you feel called to, I will start to get that together, and hopefully I will see you guys for that. Otherwise, enjoy your moon cycle, be gentle with yourselves, and just keep feeling excited. However this is shifting for you, keep feeling, keep feeling into it. That's all I can really say. All right. Well, thank you again. Have a great day.